Hey guys, welcome to my Instagram. So I decided, okay, let me start doing some more hair posts because I haven't posted anything hair related in a while. And why not, right? So I said, let me post some of the my experience that I've had wearing this mini twist. This is a protective style that I normally don't wear, but I think I wouldn't say this is my first attempt. I would say my first true attempt at mini twist because I have, well, ever since I've been natural, I've always had kind of, I don't want to say my hair is super thick. It's not super thick, but it's definitely thick. Like it's not thin at all. So a mini twist is something that would take a while to install in my hair. So that's another reason why I just put it off and put it off and put it off. Like I'm not doing that because it takes forever. But recently, back in March sometime, I believe toward the middle or end of March. Yeah, toward the middle of March, I believe. I had decided like, okay, I wanted a new hairstyle. I didn't really know what the next style is that I wanted to do, but I was like, it has to be some type of protective style so that I don't have to be bothered with my hair for a little while because I was just getting tired of doing it, shampooing it, conditioning it, styling it, all of that. So I just was like, you know what, I need a little break, even if it's only for like 2 weeks or if it's for 3 weeks. It's better than doing my hair every week. So I was trying to think of what I was gonna do. One of my go-to things is obviously to create a wig or buy a wig or something like that and just wear the wig for a little while. Why is this one strand just out of place? I don't know. But anyhow, so yeah, that's what I decided to do. I decided to do mini twists instead of, doing a wig or whatever. But that's probably going to be the next thing I do after I finish with this is do a wig. But anyhow, so I finally committed. I said, you know what? I know it's going to take a while, but I'm going to do it this time. I'm going to just do the mini twist. So, and the funny thing about it, truthfully, is that I fake committed. Let's be honest. I fake committed. This is my second set of mini twists because I had actually taken them out, shampooed my hair, conditioned my hair, and redid it again. So this is the second time. The first time I did it was back in March when I first decided to do the mini twist. And the thing is, I was I remember I had shampooed my hair and I had conditioned it and all that. And then I was sitting there and I was just about to restyle my hair like in a regular twist out. So I had section out the back like I normally would do a regular twist out. It wasn't, that tiny. It was just my regular section. Started twisting it up. It was actually no, it was a little bit smaller than my section that I would normally do for my twist out. But I in my mind I was doing a regular twist out. So I don't know why, but somewhere like 2, 3 rows into doing it, I noticed that I was just my hand was just making the parts smaller and smaller, and I was like, why am I making these parts so small? Because in my mind it was like I was kind of fighting with myself, like I did want to just do regular twists because I didn't feel like, the whole timing thing. But then a part of me was like, but you really should do the mini twist so that you can just leave them in for a while and you don't have to be bothered. Long story short, it was like my mind was telling me one thing, my hands was doing another, and halfway through it, I just was like, okay, I'm doing the mini twist. So what happened is the back ended up being a little bit larger, more medium sized twists in the back with some sprinkles of small ones in there, but overall they were pretty like medium sized, regular sized twists that I would do for a twist out. And what I ended up doing is by the time I got to the front sections, that's where I really started doing the twist real tiny. So what ended up happening is it still looked like mini twists because mainly you were seeing the front of my hair and then the top were still kind of small, so they were kind of covering the ones that were larger in the back. So it did kind of come off looking like mini twists. So even though they weren't all, consistent in size, but they were like, I pulled it off. So with that style, or what I noticed is I was able to keep it for about 3 weeks, and after 3 weeks of me wearing my mini twist, which happened before, which is kind of what's happening now, but it's not as bad because it's only been 2 weeks this time instead of three. But at the 3 week mark, what I noticed is when I would run my hands through my roots like this, like when I'm trying to moisturize my scalp and stuff, I would touch the roots, and the roots felt like they were tangled, like they were matted, like Not terribly, but you could tell that there was some marriage going on there in the roots. So I was like, "Ooh, girl, after 3 weeks, it was like my hair was trying to lock up on itself almost, like not fully, but it was in the stage." So I was like, you know what? Let me not push this to another week. Let me actually take these twists out, shampoo my hair, condition it, and then if I want to continue with the mini twist, I just have to redo it. And as much as I didn't want to have to redo my hair after 3 weeks, I mean, I had to give myself credit. I didn't have to do much to my hair for the past 3 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that bad. So I said, okay, let me just take them out, shampoo, redo it. So that's what I did. So that was closer to the beginning of April or something like that, or second week of April or something like that. So I shampooed my hair, I took all of my twists down, and I put them back in. However, when I put them back in this time, I made an effort to make the sizes more consistent. So it did take me a little bit longer. Like, I didn't have the big chunky ones that I had in the back before. Some of these are kind of large, but overall, I definitely tried to make them more consistent in size than I did the first time around. Okay. So, pros and cons. Well, you don't have to do too much to your hair. You can just literally just wear your hair like this. Wear them out. Like one of the first day, obviously I had them done. I had a middle part. Can't really wear it in the middle part right now because, it's already been styled this way. But anyhow, but this is how I was wearing it when I first, what I'm saying, put it, you can kind of see the middle part there. But yeah, so I was kind of wearing it more like middle part style when I first, did them. So you can wear them like that. One of my favorite things to do is to do the side part, obviously. So I take a little section of hair and pull it this way. So then I end up with the side part. So that's like my favorite thing to do. And I'm going to have to stop doing this left side part because I don't know if y'all see this, but I have all this hair here that's just broken off. Like, I don't know what's happening right here, but I know this section of my hair, especially right here, is much, much thinner and shorter than the rest of my hair. I don't know if it broke off. I don't know exactly what happened here, but my hair is very short right here in these patches. That much I'm starting to notice, and I didn't notice that before for some reason. But anyhow, like it's like really short right here. Like I don't know. But anyway, all I know is yeah. So I wear it in the middle part. Usually the first week, then by the second week, I kind of alternate to like a side part, something like this. Or I could do a side part this way if I want to do it this way, but I don't usually wear my side part this way. Looks weird to me. But anyway, so I could do my side part that way, like that. Then, usually after the first 2 weeks of wearing it out regular, I would do some type of pinup style. So I don't know. For those who have locks, so basically that's another thing you can do with your mini twists is you can do what's called lock styles. You can do the type of lock styles that they do with people who have dreadlocks. You can attempt to do that with your hair because it's already going to be sectioned and set in little, pardon me. It's already going to be sectioned like kind of like dreadlocks are. So you can just pick up a couple at a time. You know what I mean? You can even, you could even literally do the same styles. Like you can do a big chunky twist like this. This is not a style that I would actually wear, but I'm just saying, like, if you wanted an alternative, you can take your mini twist and put even bigger twists in the mini twist, and that can be worn like that, in some type of chunky twist. You can pin it up. I don't know what you want to do with it, but you know what I mean? Lock styles, because, they twist up locks, they braid up locks, they do barrel rolls, all kind of fishtail braids, all that kind of stuff you can do with these if you know how to do them. Me personally, I don't know how to do them, but I've attempted it a few times when I actually had real dreadlocks, and so I can pull off a couple of styles. I think I can do a real basic barrel roll. So that's usually what I'll do to just to get a little fancy on you. You know what I'm saying? Do some barrel rolls going to the side or something like that. So that, that's another style that I did. And then the last week before I took them out, and what I'm finna do to them soon is I like to curl them just like you would curl locks. I do the same thing. I grab a couple like this, and like then I take a perm rod or some type of flexi rod, and I just rod up the end, probably like the last inch or two, like this much of the hair. I don't usually roll them all the way up to the root because I don't want my hair that short. I still want to have a little swing time, you know what I'm saying? So I usually just like probably grab it somewhere toward the middle of the where the twist stops, like right here. So you still have straight portion of the twist, and then the bottom half of the twist is going to be where the curl is going to be. So I would put this portion of it on the roller. So I'm thinking about doing that. This is going to be the last style that I'm going to do in these twists. I've had them and I think for about 2 weeks already. So I'm going to do my last week with curls like I did the last time. And then once I finish wearing them in the curls for the week, I'm going to take them all out, shampoo, and recondition. So yeah, I mean, you definitely don't have to be bothered with your hair for a couple of weeks. You can get access to your scalp so you can moisturize as needed. I'm just doing a tuck and roll situation right now. Don't even pay me any mind. I'm not trying to style it. I wanted to get rid of that frizziness in the front that was bothering me. Yeah, see, that looks better now. But anyway. So, you can even barrel roll this all the way to the other side if I wanted to, but I don't even know why I'm doing this. I don't have a bobby pin to secure it with. It's going to come right back down. Not necessarily. If I tie it, I can tie it. Let me see if I can tie it. I can tie it with my own hair, and that's how I'll get it to stay. But really, I should have a bobby pin. But anyhow, boop, I'm done. I secured it. So anyhow, but yeah, so when I put in the curls though, I'm going to come back and do a separate video for that so you guys can see how I'm going to take these 2-week-old mini twists and revamp them, honey, and make them stretch them so that I can wear them another week before I actually take them out. So I'll see you guys for that video. But oh yeah, before I go, let me just let's just reiterate. So one, it's a good style for those who don't want to do anything to your hair for about at least 2-3 weeks. And you just want to kind of leave it in one style for 2-3 weeks. This is a good way to do that. A pro of it is it definitely leaves you access to your scalp, so it's easy for you to moisturize your hair and your scalp as needed throughout the whole 3-week process, so you don't have to worry about your hair drying out or anything of that nature, because you can still moisturize it just like you would have as if it was out. There would be no difference. So that's a good thing about it. And is there anything else I could say as a pro to wearing my hair like this? Versatility. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though it's in mini twists, you can still style the mini twist in different ways. You can wear it in the middle part, wear it in the side part, wear it half up, half down. You can curl them. You know what I'm saying? So there's still various different ways. You can do it in a ponytail. You can do, like, you know what I mean? There's different styles you can do with mini twists. So it's very versatile. You don't necessarily have to just wear the mini twists themselves out. You know what I mean? You can style them in different ways. So it definitely is versatile. So those I would say are the 3 best things about wearing this style. It is protective in nature. It does, save you time in the long run, not installing it, but in the long run it does. It's a healthy option because you can still touch your scalp. You can still touch the rest of your hair, moisturize it as needed. And it's very versatile. So those are the pros of wearing the mini twist. But the cons, honey, the cons of wearing the mini twist would be you have to know your hair in order to wear this style. So you have to know when to take it out. Me personally, I can only wear this for 3 weeks because I notice what my hair starts to do after 3 weeks is the roots start to poof up, because the roots are getting frizzy from, the daily moisturizing or the weekly moisturizing. The roots are starting to puff up and get thick, and then, little straggly hairs start to come out from the roots. It's not as neat anymore. You know what I mean? So then these stragglers mix with other stragglers, and it becomes almost a matted, tangled mess in the root area. The twists are fine. The twists are just maintaining. They do get a little frizzy along the way, but that's comes with the territory. You know what I mean? And that usually can be maintained with a scarf. You just spritz some water, throw a scarf on in the morning, you've gotten rid of some of the frizz. Now once you go throughout your day, it's gonna frizz up a little bit, but it's nothing. It's nothing out of control. But you do, like I said, this is for my hair, what I'm describing. So everybody's hair type is different. So you have to know what your hair type will do. You know what I'm saying? This is what my hair does after 3 weeks. Some people, and you also have to consider the size that you're making the mini twist. Like some people, when they do mini twists, they do mini twists. Like they're seriously like tiny, tiny, tiny twists. Me, on the other hand, I cannot see myself doing any twist smaller than this. The smallest one I have is probably like this one. And then look, I couldn't even get this one all the way to the end. It's just like a frizzy mess toward the end because it's just, what else is there to twist at this point? You know what I mean? This is just literally, I feel like I'm twisting two strands around each other, even though I'm literally not doing that. But it's super, super thin. Like, and I don't like twist like that because I feel like it's going to take forever to take out anyway. So I was like, no, they're going to have to be medium to small. They can't be small, small. So some people can do really tiny, tiny, tiny. You know what I'm saying? Do it at your own risk because do remember, you're going to have to take them tiny, tiny twists out, okay? And I myself, I'll tell you already, the first time around when I was going to take these mini twists down to shampoo my hair, I was already getting frustrated and just wanted to rip the junks out, like especially by the time I got to the front, because of course I started taking them out in the back and worked my way to the front. But by the time I got to the front, girl, I had zero patience, zero patience. Like I was ready to just rip these shits out because I was so annoyed. But I knew that that was going to happen. So I tried to maintain my frustration a little bit, reel it in a little bit because I knew I was going to feel this way taking it out, which is why I didn't want to install it that small to begin with. But yeah, so definitely has pros. Cons would be like taking them out takes a long time, putting them in takes a long time. It may not last you 4 weeks, you know, because initially this is a style that I thought I could keep in up to 4 weeks. But I determined that after 3 weeks, oh no, 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 it had to come out. There was no making that last another week. I mean, I could have, but I just didn't want to risk. Let's just say I'm glad I took them out when I did because I also had a lot of shed hair. That's one thing that I'm going to tell you that you probably will not think about when you're doing mini twists is the fact that your hair is still going to shed. The whole time you have the mini twist, your hair is still going to shed. It's either going to come from your scalp, whatever. But the point is, unlike when you have your hair out and you're going to be combing and detangling at least once a week or once every 2 weeks, you're not going to be combing your hair when you have mini twists. So understand, all that shed hair is going to still be up in here when you get ready to take this hair down. So you're going to be running into tangles galore. Let me just tell you. And it ain't got nothing to do with what you did to your hair during the week. It's simply all that shed hair that didn't get a chance to come out because it's stuck inside of the twist. That's going to be coming out every time you take down a twist. You're going to be combing hair out and you're going to feel like you're losing a lot of hair. But don't panic initially, because if you've been moisturizing like you should have and your hair feels relatively moist, like even now as I'm touching my hair, it feels dry, but it doesn't feel like bone dry. Like it doesn't feel like it's about to break the fuck off. Like it doesn't feel that dry. But if it's dry in the sense of it's not wet, but I mean, and it's definitely not like, but it's a little moisturized though, because it has a softness, it has a bounce, it's not stiff. There's ways you can tell that your hair is not bone dry. Like it could use some moisture. Don't get me wrong, it's getting there, but it's not bone dry at the moment. So, but yeah, I said one of the cons is none of that shed hair is going to come out. So when you get ready to comb your hair or take this style out, not only are you going to have to be very careful because of the size of the twist, because you don't want to create single strand knots, which I've already created plenty of them the first time I did this process and was not patient taking them out. And those single strand knots are very hard to get out. You end up ripping and breaking your hair many of times because you don't have the patience to really get it out the way you're supposed to. So you try to prevent from creating them in the first place. So you can wear this. But like I said, when you get ready to take these twists down and comb this out, you're going to have a lot of shed hair stuck in the twist. It's going to be, shed hair will be stuck in the root area, especially. This loose little square here, you're going to have a lot of shed hair stuck right up in this area and throughout the twist. So be mindful of that when you're combing your hair out. It may take you longer than usual to take these twists out because you got to take time unless you want to be breaking off your hair. So, and of course, you got to moisturize. You got to squirt a little water on your hair before you start taking these twists down. Do not comb them out dry. If you comb them out dry, sis, I don't feel bad for you what's going to happen because you've been warned. So, like I said, hit it with a little water. And the thing is, you don't want to drench it though. Here's where I made a mistake. Because the first time around, I didn't want to take the twist out. So I was like, let me just shampoo the hair and then comb it out and then bad idea. Bad idea. I don't know. But for my hair type, that was a terrible idea because when I tried to shampoo my hair, like literally, this is what I tried to do. I literally tried to take my hair as it is right now and stick it in the shower and shampoo it. Because I didn't feel like taking these out. All of them, shampooing my hair, conditioning it, combing it, detangling, all of that, and just section it back into the 4 sections and put the mini twist back in. That's what I should have done. But I thought I was saving a step by let me just shampoo it while the twists are already in there. That way, all I got to do is basically take them out and retwist them as I'm going. I can take them down one at a time and retwist it. That was the plan. Did not work. It turned out to be a lot more struggle than that, honey. So your best bet, in my opinion, is to just take them all out, shampoo, condition, and redo. All that trying to take them down one at a time and retwist them, that's not going to benefit you. That's not going to benefit you, in my opinion. It's going to end up costing you more time. And that's what it ended up costing me, more time, because of the tangles got worse after the shampoo. You know what I'm saying? Versus what they were like before I even shampooed my hair. I could have combed that out. You know what I'm saying? But once the water hit and all that friction from the shampoo, girl, the twist started to slip and slide. It was not pretty what I had to deal with to detangle my hair after that process. So I'm just warning y'all. You can stick your hair up in the water and shampoo it like this if you want to. You can. You're saying, I'm not saying there's any law against that, but unless you try to, for real get dreadlocks, I wouldn't suggest it. Like, I mean, because when my hair was like this, my hair was twisted like this when I had it locked. Like, it locked from a twist. It went from a twist to a dreadlock. So I know it's possible. So if you choose to wash your hair like that, you can. Just be warned. It's probably not the best idea if you plan on taking these twists out. Is you should probably take them out first and then shampoo your hair. But that's just a recommendation. You do what you will. All I know is it didn't work out well for me. So that's all I'm saying. But yeah, so any other cons? You can't comb out the shed hair during the week while you have it. It does take a long time. But outside of that, I really can't think of anything. And the only thing is you have to know when to take them out. That's the only other thing that I would suggest is that if you're not somebody who's used to doing your own hair, number one, you probably wouldn't be able to execute this style unless you know how to do a twist. You have to know how to do a twist, obviously, first. The parts do not matter, so it's a good style to do at home, yourself. Or to even get a friend to help you complete it or whatever. It's as long as they can twist, it's a pretty easy style to accomplish. And the parts don't matter, like I said. So you don't got to be like, oh, my parts got to be super straight. And the parts really don't matter for this particular style. You can make them as neat or as unneat and messy as you want. It doesn't really, to me, affect the style. What's more important is that the twists themselves are relatively the same size when you finish. That's all. So, but yeah, like I was intending to keep this styling for 4 weeks and I could only do it for 3 weeks. So you have to know your hair. My hair was getting too tangled after 3 weeks. But again, if you're somebody who doesn't do much with your twist, you just literally leave your hair like this, your hair probably won't be that tangled at the end of the 3 weeks. You might be able to extend it to 4 weeks. You just have to pay attention to what's going on to your hair. You know what I'm saying? Every once in a while, touch it, run your fingers through the roots, see what's going on. Even now, my fingers getting caught in the roots, and I've only wore this style for 2 weeks. And I plan on keeping it in one more week. So, like I said, my roots don't feel as bad as they did the first time when I did the shampoo mistake. So I know I got at least one more week I can wear these twists. And after that, I'm going to have to take them out because I don't know what's going to happen after the 3-week mark. But I don't want to find out. So I got all these like little edge hairs. I don't know, sis. Like, I guess my hair's breaking off in the front. Because that's not an edge. That looks like that's supposed to be my hair. I don't know, sis. But when you got this much hair on your head, you really ain't that concerned about these little areas here. But I can clearly see that my hair is thinning in the front. I don't know why, but it's like right here too. Like where I do all my edge work, it's like thinned right here. But I don't even slick my edges like that, so I don't know why my hair is being uncooperative, but it is. So I just wanted to tell you guys about my experience with the mini twist. I will come back with another post about how I'm gonna curl these bad boys for the last week, and then we'll see where we go from there. So let me know if you're gonna try mini twists. Leave a comment. Let me know how the experience worked out for you. Did you like wearing the mini twists, or did you run into any struggles or whatever? Me personally, I like them. I think it's very like, it takes too long to put them in, so I don't know when the next time I'm gonna do this again, but it is so worth it. Like, I just get up and go. I ain't really got to think about my hair, and I love that part of it. So holla at your girl. Ew.